just being cute and like being cuddly and all that stuff. And then he asked me to be his girlfriend that day. I think something that I learned for sure from that relationship was how fun it is to just be in that moment. I think that's what I learned from that,
It feels like something's going on between us and stuff. And she goes, oh, that's weird because he was over at my house and he tried to kiss me. And I was like, what the f-? And it was cute. It was really just like innocent at the time.
That. Futurist, we say hello. You're here with Cindy.
And Rosie, welcome to this party at 2.
Yay!
Episode 3. Episode 3.
To the Car Chronicles. It's a little cold outside today.
It's very cold. And we're in back of Rosie's car. I'm going to take a picture of what our setup looks like.
So there's proof that we did it in the back of the car.
You'll see it right here. Tell us the topic for today, Miss Girl.
So, being that we've been on theme, taking it back to our high school days, our younger days, reminiscing, we wanted to talk about our first loves. I think that's such a crucial point in life, whether it's you have your first boyfriend at 18, at 13, at 15, 20.
Love, yeah.
It's just your first love will always have a special part in your heart, I think. And I'm definitely excited to dive into this topic. I feel like we've talked about this before, but I feel like...
But not the full story.
Not the full story.
Yeah,
it's
we
always
know
been
bits and pieces.
Yes. I just want to hear it all. I can't wait. I want to hear y'all's stories. If y'all want to share with us. I'm a sucker for romance. I know she is.
We're lover girl.
Yes. So send all the love and all your first stories and just share that with us, and so we can enjoy in the basks of reminiscing in our lives.
Tell us.
Yes. So I wanted to ask you, girl, first of all, did you have a nickname for your first love?
Oh,
so that we can...
for the video?
Yeah. No, in general.
Oh.
Like, did you have a nickname for him? If you wanted to call him that and continue with that nickname for them,
I'm just gonna change his name.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
Okay. I used to call him Superman.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So I'll refer to him as Superman. That way it stays. And I wanted to ask that him so make sure that it's clear.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, I was just thinking of names. I'm like, what can I just give him a code name or like a different name?
Yeah.
And with other people that are involved too, I was like, let me give them a different name.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
So Superman.
Yeah, Superman.
Tell us about Superman, girl. What's your start?
Well, I think I'm gonna start with I moved to Georgia, where the peaches grow. So we moved in the summer of 2006, I want to say.
Okay.
Wait.
I was also thinking of the year too.
I think it was 2006.
So,
yeah.
So it's 2006.
Yeah, so take us back to 2006. Yeah, so I was going to start school over there, and then at the time, I didn't know him, right? So I was taking like an ESL class. There was this girl who was friends with him. And I remember him coming by and being by her locker, and I'm like thinking, oh, maybe they're together or something. I didn't think anything of it because I had a whole different crush separately at the time. Yeah. And we would hang out. Like, we were just friends, but he was my crush, So during this time, I remember we were coming out of class. It was like the ESL class in the downstairs level. And she was like, hey, come here. My friend wants to meet you. And I was like, okay, like... And mind you, I was like that new girl from LA. Everybody knows that girl from LA. Yes, exactly. And I remember at the time, it was during that time when we would wear bomber jackets with like the LAs and stuff. And since it was cold, I mean, we took like 3 or 4. Best believe we were representing for LA. Hands down. Okay.
Hey, Hollywood.
Hey, Hollywood. Yep, that was me in Georgia with my cousin and my brother. So it was fun. So at that time, she had called me over and she was like, hey, so my friend wants to meet you. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, very nonchalant, like whatever about it. I mean, he was cute, but he wasn't. I was still talking to that cute guy prior. And they were all friends and stuff.
Was he your type?
He was my type ideally, but the guy that I liked had spiky hair, and at that time I love spiky hair. Okay, and he was cute. He was like a little cholillo, like I thought he was the cutest thing. So obviously my hearts and desires are somewhere else when I first got introduced to him. And he was like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, hey, nice to meet you. And then I walked away because, we were going to go on lunch or something. But I forgot how we got in contact. I think he got my number from that same girl. And I think I got a text message from text messages back in the day. They're like, oh, call me like around after 9 or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So he had called me. It was like, I don't know, this is probably like in November, December. It started to snow at the house. Mind you, I've never been living in a house where it snowed until now that I live where I live. But at that moment, he called me around the phone. He's like, hey, it's snowing outside. And I was like, oh my God, it's snowing.
Cool.
I woke up everybody in the house to make sure that they knew. I was all excited.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. And he was like, oh my God, you're acting like you've never seen snow. And I was like, I have seen snow, but I've never been in my house, in my own house, and have the snow fall and right in front of, like, in the yard. It really is, especially living in apartments your whole life. It is so different, for sure. So it was really cute. We stayed on the phone like a long period of time. We decided to go on our first date. We went to the movies. I don't know what movie we watched. I think I still have a stub somewhere up in my closet. And so we went to the movies. I don't know who I went with. I don't know who I asked to be my plus one, because at the time, we didn't know many people, and my parents were just gonna trust me with anybody. So I don't know, maybe I took my cousin and my brother. I don't remember that part, but he took his friend. And so we were at the movies, and we were like very cutesy and stuff. And the movie had finished. Oh no, I think we walked out the movie halfway through, and they were watching the movie. And so we went to like the little hallway walkway or whatever, and we were just being cute and like being cuddly and all that stuff. And then he asked me to be his girlfriend that day, and I thought that was so sweet. We were at the movies, and I think that was my first official moment being asked, like, kind of formally, I guess, versus like your one-day relationships that we were talking about last time. So it was really, really sweet, So our time lapse through the relationship, we were there all winter long. There was always hiccups, because we were so young and we had different like likes and interests, and he had a different crowd and I had a different crowd, and I remember this one time. Mind you, I was still talking to that other guy at the time. Okay, we were friends. There was nothing formal, but you gotta play both games until, you know what I mean. A ver cuál me gusta más. We were young. We were 15, 14, 15, and I remember one time, that guy that I thought was cute, the one with the spiky hair, he went to go pick me up from French class to walk me to my other class, and he, Superman, pulled up to also take me to class. Girl, I was walking. We walked yes, we were walking the outside way to the downstairs, and I was between both of them, and I felt so like weird because I was talking to Superman and then my friend, but we were like kind of flirty. We're also talking, so I was just kind of like trying to make conversation with both of them. It was so awkward, but it was funny. I felt like a badass queen.
Oh, yeah. Okay? Wait, so you and Superman were not official then?
Not at that time, no.
Oh, so this was before the movie?
This was before then, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I derailed because it's just the thing that popped in my head. But yeah.
Like, if he's your boyfriend, but
no, yes.
With another man now?
I was very flirty. I still am.
Hey, no.
with my own man now, but
okay.
but I'm a very flirty person. That's what I mean. I'm very, I don't know.
I know, it just comes natural.
It just comes natural. I'm very flirty. But
okay.
Yeah, so I remember that time, and I thought it was the most awkward thing. And I think
awkward but funny.
I remember talking to the guy with the spiky hair. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Hey, I feel like," because they were friends. They were not best friends, but they knew each other and stuff. And he was like, "Dude, I think he's really into you." Ooh. He's like, "I don't want to, get involved or I want." Yeah, and I was just like, "Okay." So I was like, "Okay." It worked out, right? Because I ended up with Superman, but it was fun. I thought that was so nice of him to
I know,
step into stuff. Yeah.
I have the complete opposite story of
that.
Oh
shit! So I can't wait to hear. I think something that I learned for sure from that relationship was how how fun it is to just be in that moment. I think that's what I learned from that. You know, there was a little bit of drama with some girl, and let me tell you a drama. Oh, okay. Well, this is after. Okay, so mind you, this was all in the moments of a span of like 3-4 months, because I had moved back that winter in January. We moved back here, so we weren't there long. Okay, but at the time there was quinceañeras and everyone just pop in and stuff, and I think he went to one and there was this girl who was trying to flirt with him, and I remember him taking me to Wally World, which is what they called Walmart back in the day.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, oh, I saw her here, and he would try to make me jealous, and it was just, it was toxic. It was toxic in that way, because it's like he do it, then I do it, and I don't know what the hell we were thinking at that time.
This was during while you guys were still together?
But we were still together. No, we were still there.
Okay.
Yeah, this is before I left. But I'm just saying that it just happened in a short span of time.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a lot. I don't know if he thought he was, I don't know, cocky because he had another girl interested, or.
I guess.
But that girl was also just a bitch.
Yeah, so that's what doesn't make it.
Yeah. I think it was more her coming at him and him allowing it to happen. And then telling me about it.
Yeah.
Dude. Yes. Exactly. So.
But aside from that, when did you know you fell for him? Like, when did those feelings come? Was it fast, or?
I think it was just the flow of the conversation. I think I've always told you that I've always liked having a genuine kind of friendship type relationship, to know that I can be compatible with them as friends or whatever. And if it leads to something else, then great, I think it was one time he had came over to the house, borrowed his dad's truck, and I thought it was cute because we were 15 at the time. He borrowed his dad's truck just to hang out for a little bit, and we went outside. We started to fool around. I don't know how we ended up falling, and we ended up rolling on the grass, and it was like a cute little, it was raining. It started to rain. It was just a cute little moment thing. Yeah.
Sounds like a movie.
Yeah, that's how it felt. I think that's why I elongated for it so well, And I think that's when I started to feel like, oh, this is something that could be, my first love for real. I'm just dating him or whatever.
And you were in love with him for so long.
I was in love with him for so long.
Up until we met.
Yes, we met not long after. And I think the crazy part of it all is that we stayed in contact. Mind you, after we had decided we're going to see each other. I mean, we were 15. We can only wishful thinking at that time. But even after, in the years, we stayed in contact as friends. We would keep each other updated. Things that would happen in his life, things would happen in my life. And I feel like throughout that time, even in the midst of talking, I feel like he kind of understood the person that I was, because I was very I guess outgoing, or being letting my voice be heard kind of stuff. And I remember being in the apartment complex and sitting outside talking to him on the phone, and he was telling me, because I was during the Mecha time that I was involved at school and stuff, and he's like, I bet you're over there protesting and da da da. And I thought it was so cute that I'm like, how is it that he listened so well throughout these whole times that we've been talking as friends or whatever, that he got to understand that was at that point that version of me. And I thought it was so sweet. And for some reason, as life went on, he would come in and out of my life, and you were there, you were present at some points, every 6 months, every 3 months, and it was so crazy.
Always just random.
Yeah, I don't know, I thought it was really cool in that way. So I think that feeling elongated for a while. I also feel like that feeling for him affected the relationships that I could have had, that could have been better in a big way.
Which we will get into another time.
Another time.
I keep saying that there's some Easter eggs in the episodes. Really
little bloopers.
No, but it does. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
So you guys broke up because it was long distance and it was kind of hard.
Yeah. I remember the day that my dad came to pick me up because we were leaving. And I was still in school, so he picked us up from school. And I remember him like going to the class and telling me to come out, like to take my pass and letting me know that, hey, your dad's here. It was so, I remember that scene so vividly. He's like, your dad's here to pick you up. He's like, I guess you guys are leaving. And I was like, I know. I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, we you know, I already told you that we were leaving. It was a bittersweet moment. Like, it was sad, but it was also very cute of like to be able to see like the way that he actually felt about me. I actually felt that. Yeah, it was cute. I mean, we were so young.
Oh man, and at that age, it's like so heartbreaking.
It really was.
Yeah.
I remember like crying my eyes out, and I remember that was the first boy that my dad ever saw me cry for. And my dad was like, he's like, yeah, if it's gonna happen someday, it'll happen. If not, then you know, don't stop. Your life can continue going, and whatever comes may come. And it beautifully did, but at that moment, I mean, it didn't feel like that.
Yeah, no, it feels like it did.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, so that was definitely the first boy my dad ever saw me cry over.
Yeah. And he's the first boy that you brought home too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Was he at your quinceañera?
I have a video of him. He comes in, he's walking.
Oh my God,
so.
it's funny that both of our exes, our first loves, are in our quinceañera.
Yes.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of coincidences in our lifetime.
Oh my God, by the way, talking about that, remember I told you, so the other day, not the other day, a while back, I was looking at quinceañera videos, remember, and I remember sending you a video of this girl who came and hugged me, and she looked just like you.
Oh yeah,
remember that?
Yeah,
that's so wild to me. Like, I mean, if I find the pictures, but yeah, she had short hair, she looked just like her, same style. Remember I showed you the pictures? It was so interesting, and I don't know. I feel like we've always been in sync. Yeah. I think it was really meant to be.
Yeah.
Because how is it that happens? You know?
Yeah.
It's so great.
Because it happened even at the same age.
Yeah.
We were living like in the same year. We both fell in love, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm. I think sometimes you're just destined to be soulmates in that way, and we are soulmates. Yeah, tattoos to prove it, okay?
Hey, we'll get into that too.
And a little teaser. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but it was sweet. I mean, there was a lot of ups and downs and stuff, but I think if I could relive that whole moment, even with the drama with that girl and stuff, I definitely would. I thought it was beautiful for the first love story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that it happened in Georgia too.
Yeah, like, so somewhere completely different.
Yes,
I didn't think I would ever find somebody over there.
No, you would think it would be your home state.
Yeah.
Like, people that you've known forever, but it was like, no, you just met this person and you guys immediately like were attracted to each other. And even that guy was like, I'm just gonna back off. Like, it just worked out.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was really cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So what about you, girl?
So I'm gonna tell you the backstory of how we met and stuff, because that's where the drama is.
Yes. Tell me the tea, girl. Get comfy, girl.
Okay, so we're gonna call him Danny, and we had a friend named Daisy. So Daisy introduced us. She was good friends with him. She's like, oh hey, like I want you to meet my friend, blah blah blah. We met and everything. And it was very casual. I don't know what social media. We must have had MySpace back then, right?
I AIM. I think that's what it was called.
I didn't use that one.
No, AOL. I am.
But I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We must have used MySpace because we were talk either on the phone or through whatever social media we had at the time.
Okay.
But it was nothing like flirty.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
Until her quinceañera was gonna happen. I don't know what month that was, but it's probably spring. Her quinceañera came along, and I was one of her madrinas or some shit.
Oh, okay.
And he came, obviously being like his best friend or her best friend. And in that party, I remember like being very like, ooh, like. Ooh,
okay. I love that.
Yeah, I remember going to because it was at a house, but I remember going to the front porch, and we were just talking, like getting to know each other, and you can tell there we were kind of developing like a little crush.
Okay,
at least, you know?
Yeah. Was he cute at that time, or was it like the kind of guys that you were into at the moment?
It's weird. My ex-boyfriend, sometimes they all look different.
Oh.
Este era güerito, he couldn't grow a beard, which I'm a beard girl.
Yes.
I love beards.
Yes.
I like dark features. He had like light brown hair. He did have really pretty eyes. I've always been into pretty eyes.
Okay.
He had a really nice shape, and they were kind of like hazel green.
Ooh. Okay, so he's a
younger
güerito.
brother- Yeah, he was a güerito.
Wow.
His younger brother had green eyes.
Oh, wow. Those are
Yeah.
some good genes.
Yeah, it wasn't anything like that I was into.
Oh, okay. So it was
But
just...
if they were nice and chill, whatever,
you were attracted to
I was
them.
like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's when the crush develops for sure. Was at her quinceañera, and then he came to my quinceañera, which I mentioned when she was talking about hers. You could see him in the videos and the pictures y todo. I think we started getting closer probably after my quinceañera. Because I remember in my video, there's like a little part like on the corner where you could see me kissing his cheek. So I was already getting
so you were flirting.
Yeah. Okay, so
you're like, I'm into you, boy.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something there. And he was really sweet. So after I started developing that crush at her quinceañera, right? So I was telling her, she was my best friend at the time. I was telling her, I was like, hey, me and Danny, you know, it feels like something's going on between us and stuff. And she goes, oh, that's weird because he was over at my house and he tried to kiss me. And I was like, what the f-?
I can remember you telling me briefly about this. Yes.
I was like, what the fuck? So I'm like, I'm not gonna let some motherfucker like get in between us or try to play both of us. And I was like, well, okay, that's weird. Like, I was obviously pissed, and I don't know, I just didn't want to be played, you know?
Of course.
So then I told him, I was like, hey, she said that you tried to do this. I thought, you know, we had something kind of going on between us. And he gets pissed. And
What?
Well, yeah, because she was lying.
Oh, she was lying this whole time.
Lying.
Oh, pinche mentirosa.
I know. And she
hating him.
I know. Trying to take my man. He's not even my man yet. Like,
but
damn.
he was okay.
But he was,
period.
yeah, he was
going that way. Okay.
He was going that way, and this would have gone away. So yeah, so I told him, he gets pissed off, and he's like, no, she's fucking lying. So when it comes to that, I'm like, what do I do? Do I believe my best friend, or do I believe this guy that I have a crush on?
Yeah,
that's hard. So I confronted her. I was like, hey, like, he's saying this. I need to know the truth. Like, I don't know who to believe here. And like, he's confronting her. So eventually she cracked, and she was like, okay, yeah, like, I had a crush on him, but she never fucking told me, first of all.
I mean, had she told you, you would have not at all.
I wouldn't have done anything.
Not that girl. And I don't believe you were back then either. So
that girl. Yeah. So yeah, so she did, I guess, like, confess. Well, she basically got caught, you know. And from then on, obviously, we got upset and we stopped talking to her, because it's like, that's fucked up. You don't, if you have a crush, if when I told you I had a crush on him, you could have been like, oh, me too, or something. But he had told her already, like, hey, what's up with Cindy, type of thing. So she knew that he was trying to go after me.
So she was just being jealous.
She was just being petty. Yes.
Wow.
And to go and make up straight up, like, he tried to kiss me so I could stay away.
So you could stay away. Girl, what if he didn't like you? What if he didn't like you? So you're going to ruin your friendship over some dude that may not have liked you because he already told you what's up with your other friend?
Exactly.
Like, girl, stop
it right
if y'all
there.
doing this, stop, please stop.
Other girls are like, I'm not doing that.
We know you are.
We know you are.
We were there back in the day. Stop, please.
Yes. Maybe
it's only going to be more helpful if you do.
Maybe we should just normalize telling our friends our crushes or something.
Honestly, why don't we?
I don't know why she didn't tell me.
Yeah.
That's weird. She should have.
Yeah, because it had been a real crush and they had been friends for a long time.
Exactly.
Then it wouldn't have been like, she would have told you from the get-go, hey, girl, I've been liking him. I know he said he's into you, but he's been my crush forever. Can you back off?
Exactly.
Then that would have been a whole different story. Yeah.
Could have. But no, she went about it a whole completely different way. So we stopped being friends with her, of course.
Teenagers.
For real. And then comes the summer of 2007.
Summer of 2007.
I was in summer school, and he happened to live a block away from school.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. We made it official. I still remember July 13th.
Okay.
Because 13 was always my lucky number.
Yeah.
And it still remains the lucky number. It was my first love and my last love.
That's so crazy.
I know. So,
lucky 13.
Lucky 13. And my parents' anniversary. 13, honey.
Beautiful.
So Yeah, so it was July 13th, 2007. He would meet me after school. Like since he lived so close, like he would go and see me. And it was cute. It was really just like innocent at the time.
I love that.
No, it was
for what it was, okay?
For what it was. No, it was really cute. We wrote each other a lot of letters. That's how I think my love
for
of writing letters came from.
That's beautiful.
Because it was, and I wish I had them. I do not have them. You could thank another ex for that one, which we'll get into now. No, I do wish I had those though, because it was my first love, and I had so many, and I was with him for a year, a little over a year. So like it makes me a little sad, but it's okay.
Yeah,
ni modo. Ya están en la basura.
But I mean, at the same time, it's like it's good to have them.
Yeah,
I have them.
So reminisce on them.
Yes, it's not like you're like longing for or wanting them nowadays. No, it's just
it was just
sweet
memories.
Love. Yeah.
Yep.
I feel you.
And at the time, I was when that other ex thing happened, it didn't seem like so important to me. I was like, who cares? It's just fucking letters. But now, being in my 30s and like I'm married and shit, I'm like, oh, this is something I could have even shared with my husband. Like maybe he wouldn't want to see that, but it would have been like, no, this is who I fell in love with. This is a part of me, you know? And it really is a part of you. It's a part of your history. Yeah. Because it was serious. It was really nice. So our relationship was really just kind of, it felt like the movies. It was really beautiful. He met my family. I met his family. His mom didn't like me very much. I don't know why. Sure. But his dad was really sweet. His brother, his little sister, they all loved me. She was so cute.
As they should, girl. I love you.
So this was going into junior year. So we spent all of junior year together.
Oh, basically. Yeah, because it was started in the summer and then, wow.
Yeah, I remember we broke up the beginning of senior year.
Why did you guys break up?
Okay, so y'all remember the last episode of the bitch from prom? Okay, so there was a lot of toxicity in that sense.
Oh.
Yeah. Where it was like, this was kind of, she was too comfortable with him. I don't know. I didn't like it. And I would try to say something, but he would back it up of like, oh, but she's just our friend, which I thought she was. But at the same time, like, I don't like how she acts with you, right? So, but it seemed like he was taking her side at times, you know?
Oh.
And there was just a lot of fights. Like, we were both toxic in our own ways. And yeah, it got turned toxic, blah, blah, blah. We broke up. It was horrible. He broke up with me. And I remember,
that's such a heartbreaking.
It was hard. Yeah, because I remember even begging him, like, no, please, like, we can work it out. Because I thought this was going to be the love of my life forever.
Of course. That's what we thought at the time.
Yeah, he was my first everything. So to me, that was so important. So important. And I was like, damn, like, I really thought it was going to be like the movies. Because I did romanticize a lot of the things. At the time, I was obsessed with The Notebook. And I would make him watch it with me. And he liked it too. And it was nice that we had already known each other's families. And I don't know. It seemed just like something that could have been so perfect. But it was not, you know. And yeah, so things didn't turn well. But after our breakup, then that whole thing during senior year happened with the prom and trying to make each other jealous at homecoming because it was still so fresh. Yeah, but it did take me a long time to get over him.
I feel that though.
Yeah, it did.
I think first love heartbreak. Not only just your first love, but the first heartbreak.
Yeah, that
hits differently.
That was the first real heartbreak. Yeah. It was so sad.
Wow.
That's why we kept talking during senior year. Like, we never made anything official, like got back together, but there was still like an exchange of like, wanting to know how we were doing, but we just didn't click the same anymore. I think there was too much toxicity between us. And even after high school that we graduated, we would still talk.
I think it goes back to just the same relationship with Superman. It's just kind of like I think at that point too, you were also his first love, and if you were his first everything, I'm sure, as much as guys don't really talk about this, they have those same feelings. They have similar situations, and I feel like it's not necessarily longing to be with them at this moment, even in later after high school and catching up, but to know that they're doing well at the end of the day, you know, and like just trying to see how you care
about the person. And I did feel like he did love me. Like, we would tell each other everything. Like, he used to say this kind of weird thing, which makes me think of it like it's odd now, but he would say, if we're not together in the future and I come to you, but you're with someone, would you still come to me? Kind of like, would I still be open or
To return
to him, even though if I was with someone? I was like, this is not the real life Notebook.
Yes.
Like, if I'm with someone else.
You fascinated him with that story. That's beautiful.
Oh my God, I inspired him. The wrong parts of it. Like,
Not the wrong parts,
I'm not going to leave my good army husband for your... like, no. But maybe I didn't even think of that. Because, yeah, it was very similar to what he would ask me. And obviously at the time, I was like, yeah, of course, like, I love you. Like, no, and I'm gonna tell you why, because he did come back. He came back right now that I'm with my husband. I was with my husband already for 2 years. We're boyfriend, girlfriend. And this fool comes up, I think on Facebook.
Not
on Facebook.
Not the Facebook come through.
The Facebook come through. Yeah. And he's asking me how I am, and I was like, oh, I'm good. Like, I didn't like blow him off like that. I was like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I got my boo, I'm in school, whatever. And turns out he has kids, not just one, but he has 3.
Wow.
With 3 different baby mamas. I was like, I'm not about to be your 4th. No. I was like, plus I'm already in love. Like, quítate, you know?
Yes.
I was like, this whole pact that we made at 16 years old.
That does not apply now, okay?
That does not apply. Maybe my 16-year-old self did, but not my 20-something-year-old self, you know? So that was odd. And then he kept coming back through Instagram, and he would make different accounts. And he would try to add me. And I was like, what the fuck? And sometimes he would text me, because I've had the same number since like middle school. And he would text me. Be like, hey, how you doing? Hey, this, hey, that. I'm like, no.
Like, don't bring up drama into my life, okay?
Get out of here.
Like, the past is the past. It's good to reminisce, but the past is the past.
Exactly.
So if you ever come across this, the past is the past.
Don't you have 3 babies to take care of? Like, get out.
Go be concerned with something else.
Exactly. Like, you should have thought of that before you proposed.
Exactly.
No, I don't think I wouldn't want to be with him for.
I was gonna ask you that, like, if you had that chance to, like, think back and be like, oh, this is somebody who I would have ended up with, would you have thought, before the drama, of course, would you have thought that would have been someone you would have ended up with in life?
I mean, I did.
Yeah.
I did, but until we started that whole drama with that other bitch, I didn't like that he didn't take my side. He was like, no, it's our friend, like, she's innocent. And then turns out he goes to prom with her. So he either probably had something.
Girl, that made me so mad last time.
Yeah, then maybe he had some kind of weird feelings for her already. I don't know. The love was already dying at that point. And he was really mean. And then I was like really mean. I remember once, it's such a weird, vivid memory, but it was one of my birthdays. And his parents came, his mom was there and everything. And I don't know what he did to make me cry. Pero estábamos en el cuarto. He made me cry. I don't know what he did. So yo me salí because I was like, well, I have my friends outside. Like, I have to go. And I'm coming out of the door, and his mom's about to go in. And she's like, ¿Qué tienes? And you know, I just said, she didn't really like
somebody ask you, like, what's wrong? And you're going to cry even more.
No, because my eyes get really, really red when I cry. And she's like, ¿Qué tienes? I was like, no, nada. She's like, ¿Te hizo? Oh, I almost said the name again.
Oh my God.
I was like, ¿Te hizo llorar? And I just stayed quiet. But she knew that he did something. So she ran and looked for him. And she le dio una regañada because it's like, you're at her house with her family on her birthday? And you're going to go and be a fucking dick and make her cry?
So at least her mom knows who that kid was at the time.
Exactly.
Because I feel like a lot of moms be like, no, mi hijo está perfecto. Mi hijo es... Ma'am. Come on.
Your hijo's a...
Yes. Period.
Yeah, so I think in those moments maybe she started to feel a little bit like, oh shit, maybe she's not that bad, pero no sé por qué no le caí bien, or maybe she was just weird.
So honestly, people are just weird.
Sometimes they're just weird. I don't know.
Sometimes people's just vibes are just
that's just little.
That's just not it.
Yeah. She was a little strange. She loved my mom though.
Well, at least the in-laws, the old in-laws,
I know,
got
right?
along. Okay.
At least, yeah. But that was. I remember that memory because it was the first time that she kind of stood up for me. But also, I'm like, oh, that showed your character, that you were an asset to me, knowing that were supposed to be celebrating me.
Yeah.
You know, so
that does show a lot.
you know, it's fucked up.
On your birthday.
It's on my birthday with all my
in your
friends
house.
right there. In my house.
Like, why would you think that it would be okay to go make your girlfriend, this guy, your love of your life at that time, cry on her birthday? Boy, if I had slap, what you
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
That happened. I don't know what birthday it was, but I found the pictures when I was looking through them, and he's just sitting there all like just looking horrible. Yeah, miserable. And me trying to fake smile because I had gone.
You know what? I'm tired of doing that. I don't like that. I hate that we used to do that all the time.
I know.
That's annoying.
It comes with people pleasing, but we're learning.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We're getting there.
It's coming. We're still learning. We're still learning. Okay, we need a lot more practice. So
yeah,
that it comes with time.
Yeah, it does. It does. So that's my story of my first love. It was very beautiful. It started off beautiful. I did have a lot of fun. I loved being with his family and with his cousins and stuff. Like, it felt so included, which is like so important to me. Mm-hmm. And so it seemed so perfect.
Wow. Yeah. The first loves are something else for sure. Wow, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So, with my experience,
what would you have done differently now?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What would you have done differently? Do you have an answer? What would you avoid?
I would have avoided getting involved with that drama with that girl that was just trying to like swoop in on my man at that time, and not have let it affected me the way I felt it did, because I felt like I was very hurt that like girls should be like supporting girls, you know, and that don't. Yeah, and so you have to say to friend. Your best friend that's even worse. Yeah, like that is astonishing to me. How naive or stupid we were back then. But even then, it's not everybody, because not everybody would do that.
Exactly.
So I don't know, like, what makes you think that are you going to be more likable to people if you do that? Or I don't know, but I feel like I wish I would have avoided being involved in that drama, and I think the relationship would have been better if I wasn't like, if I didn't care, if I didn't give a
yeah,
you know what I mean? But I did, especially because he's my first love. So it hurt a lot more than I thought. And I feel like if I could tell old Rosie, I would let her know, hey, keep your head up, keep going. You never know who you're gonna meet, and where
not the last time you're gonna fall in love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And take that lesson with you and reminisce it. I think I would tell yours to not rip them letters.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
100%.
But that relationship.
I would have loved to read all that.
Oh, me too. It's so cute. It's so beautiful. Yeah. I would avoid. No. I would advise my old self to stand up to him and to her, to the other girl that was like weird, the prom date, to stand the fuck up for that. And be like, why are you on her side and not on mine?
Ooh, to get that answer.
Yes,
yeah.
Because what is this bullshit of like she's our friend? Clearly
it's not as clear.
Really fucking not.
Yeah.
Because it was so easy for me to stand up for myself with Daisy, but it's because she was like my best.
Well, yeah,
friend,
you had that comfortability to do that.
It was different because she was fucking both of us over. I don't know. I just didn't stand up for myself the way I should have, and I wish that I
a little more support.
And I wonder where that would have gone to. I wonder if we would have been together.
Well, maybe not. Maybe it would have been like, you go your way, I go mine.
Yeah, because that wasn't the defining part of why we broke up. It was just kind of like, those were like little parts of it.
Yeah.
You know? And there were still parts that I fucked up in too. So, I don't know. But that is something that I do wish I could have been like, hey, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you all for listening to us reminisce about our first loves. There's a lot more that goes into that. Remind yourselves to, it's okay to fall in love at whatever age that you do.
Fall in love as many times as possible.
As many times as possible. Learn.
Don't be afraid. Yeah, you're going to learn so much.
And also know that sometimes it doesn't work with the first one. Yeah. You got to keep kissing as many frogs as you can until you get to the right one. Please share your stories with us. We want to hear it all. If you made it to the end of the video.
Oh, what should the emoji be?
I don't know.
Should we do it after? No.
The twinkle stars.
The twinkle stars? The twinkle stars.
The twinkle stars. Put that in the comments. Please share your love stories. We'd love to hear them. Thank you so much for joining us. And till next time, bye.
Bye. Bye, futurist. Yay.